Hello, sorry, I'm out of breath. I just walked up the stairs. Don't look at that laundry back there. Okay, this is better. It's been a minute since I've recorded anything, a few months I think, and I'll talk about that later, but I'm on my Thanksgiving break. I finally have, I guess, the mental space and the energy to record, and I was really starting to miss it. Today is Thanksgiving. I've got a bunch of chores I want to do, so I'm gonna get started with that. I also have to squeeze in a workout, and then later I'm gonna make Thanksgiving dinner, and I'm telling you right now, it's going to be incredibly unaesthetic. Everything is coming from a box. Anywho, let's go clean. Done cleaning. My armpits are sweating. What time is it? It's noon. Should I eat then work out or work out then eat? I'm also gonna put some oil in my hair. My hair is already kind of oily because I put some in last night. If you've watched any of my other videos, you know, you've heard me talk about how I've been dealing with hair loss for a very long time. And of course, I know that part of having, you know, thick, healthy hair is having a healthy scalp. This I got on Amazon. It's one of like a million things I'm doing to try to get my hair to grow back. I've been microneedling, and we swapped out our shower head for one that softens and filters the water. I live in Vegas. We have very, very hard water here. I love all the other YouTubers I watch and like girls on Instagram and TikTok who post workout videos, and they're super aesthetic and they look really cute and put together, and their outfits always look good. I look like the Swamp Thing when I work out. So if you don't feel like you look that cute when you're exercising, you're not alone. Social media isn't real life. Anywho, this is it. Gonna go work on the booty gains. Oh yeah. Neighbors are fighting. Anyway, that's it for my workout. They look a lot different from what they used to look like, but I no longer let the gym rule my life or dictate my schedule. I've found a pretty good balance, and it works for me. So I think I'll go make lunch. Look at that pump though. Yeah? Not bad. I'm gonna make Otto's lunch first. He requested fluffy eggs. Good?
Perfect. Thank you.
So I did a bunch of egg whites, a vegan Italian sausage, and then one egg, flippy style. I like how every time I cook, the air purifier turns on. It's almost like, you can't cook.
Cacio di pepe.
Cacio de pepe. So I started working with a nutrition coach. I got a coach through RP Strength. Her name's Dr. Christy. She's wonderful. I just got very fed up with myself, and I felt very large and in charge.
I would say commanding and authoritative.
Authoritative?
Authoritative.
You were close. I'm getting an A for effort. Thank you.
Prominent and powerful.
Prominent and powerful. None of those indicate the ever widening of my ass over the last several years.
What about imposing and commanding?
These are all very flattering ways of saying that I'm out of shape. I appreciate you. I have a very supportive husband who tells me I'm beautiful no matter what. So I'm very grateful for that. But I just felt so uncomfortable in my own body. And we don't have an unhealthy lifestyle. Nothing helped me lose weight though, and I just felt so gross. And I was about to throw in the towel because I was starting to think maybe this is just what my body wants to weigh, what it wants to look like. But I wasn't quite ready to quit. So that's why I hired a coach, and it's been like, 3 weeks and change-ish. I didn't see a change in the scale until like recently. I did start losing inches in my waist. I've lost like an inch. Now the weight is starting to actually drop. So I'm down about 4 pounds and change. It's just reassuring after trying for years to get back in shape. It wasn't a lost cause. If you're curious, that was my laser hair removal. The brand, I don't know how you say it. The brand is Jovs. Joves? I don't know. It does work. It takes a long time. My face is getting furry, so I'm gonna dermaplane it before I do my makeup. If you have a problem with a woman dermaplaning her face, this isn't the video for you. So I mentioned earlier that I hadn't really recorded anything in a long time. Sometimes I feel like I'm the weirdo and something's wrong with me, but you guys can tell me what you think of this. I have kind of a love-hate relationship with social media and YouTube. I lump YouTube into that. I think that in the right hands and with the right intentions, social media can be amazing. I love consuming and I love creating, but it can be so fun until people go and ruin it. My problem with social media is the hate. It has become this vessel for hate, and sometimes the vile things that people say online, I can't just brush it off and I can't tune it out. Social media is what we make it. It only exists to the extent that we leverage it. So we have the power here. We can decide how to use it. So why people would choose to use it to intentionally hurt complete strangers, that's what I have a really hard time with. There has to be something seriously wrong with humans if they find joy in intentionally hurting strangers on the internet. I feel like we don't talk about that enough because it's so common that we've accepted it as normal, but common doesn't mean normal. Common means common. It means it happens a lot. That doesn't mean it should happen a lot. So I see this, and as a gal who's very much like, let's just all hold hands and sing Kumbaya, why can't we get along? When I see hate like that, it hurts my heart. So that's been my first issue with social media lately. I got a good taste of this a couple weeks back, I think. I had a post on TikTok go viral, like viral. It got almost 2 million views. It was like a 4-second clip. And I said something to the effect of, if you gain weight eating enough, then that's probably the weight you're meant to be, which to me is like logical. And I got so many positive comments from people saying things like, I needed this today, I needed to hear this, I'm sending this to my friends. And for every positive comment I got one that was just as mean. It hit me all over again that we have people who are actively looking for the bad. And even if they don't find it, they'll make it up. So I've been struggling with that a little bit lately. And then there was something else. So if you scroll back on this channel, you will see that all of my content up until kind of recently was geared towards freelancers. I'm a freelance writer on the side. And many years ago, I came up with a very simple, predictable system for landing clients. So over the years, I like put all this information in a course. I have an online course. I've had freelancers from all over the world sign up for this course to learn how to land clients and make more money. And YouTube was my biggest channel. I was gaining a ton of traction on LinkedIn, which was the main platform that I used for landing clients. And every piece of content I put out was to address freelancers and to hopefully point them in the direction of my program. And it was working. I did this for about 4 years. I have hundreds of videos all about how to land freelancing clients. And then one day I burned out. I mean, it wasn't like it didn't happen overnight, it was gradual, but I got to the point where I was like, I cannot make one more video about freelancing. I still have my program, I still enroll students, that hasn't gone anywhere because I really do enjoy that community. But in terms of creating content every single week, talking about the same stuff over and over and over again, I couldn't do it anymore. I had to like take a huge step back and kind of re-examine where I was going and what my priorities were. I stopped creating that kind of content on YouTube, and I had to be okay with what the outcome might possibly be. And sure enough, the YouTube monetization, I still have it, but I'm not making as much as I was. My view time has gone down, my subs, I'm still growing every day, but the rate at which I'm growing is slower. And I kind of saw that coming, but also I had hoped that I had built up enough of a platform that some of those people would continue to follow me. And I'm sure some of them did, but I think a lot of them don't anymore. I started to resent that because I realized, and I know this is going to sound very bitter, so hear me out first. It made me feel like I was only good for people as long as I was helping them for free. That was so disappointing for me, even though it makes perfect sense. They came to my channel to learn how to land clients. Why would they continue coming to me when I'm posting vlogs? So I fully acknowledge it makes sense that they're not here anymore. But I remember saying to my husband, I feel worthless now. That's just a tough pill to swallow. So that turned into this very large conversation, ongoing conversation about what do I want to do? What are my goals? What makes me happy? And I knew that I wanted to do something that would be, a creative outlet for me, which is why I still record, maybe not as much, but I like recording. I like editing. It's fun for me. You have to enjoy the process. I went on TikTok and Instagram and I unfollowed almost every business account I was previously following. People who would teach you how to go viral on Instagram and go viral on TikTok, and coaches and boss babes and slay all day and fempreneurs. I unfollowed all of them, or almost all of them, because I literally, once I got sick of it, I got really sick of it. I wanted to go back to using social media for fun. And I've just gotten so sick of everybody trying to look like everybody else. All these female influencers, and I say female because those are the ones I'm familiar with, and coaches, everybody looks the same. Everybody talks the same, acts the same, dresses the same. Everybody's on here trying to sell you something. And I used to be one of them. I'm not knocking it, but when is enough enough? When do we call it a day and say, I'm sick of trying to sell people shit? I'd love to hear if other people have experienced the same thing. Even just what I was talking about earlier, about having a love-hate relationship with social. I'm going for a simple look today. It's just Otto and I here, my husband. This is something else. I feel like this is all related. I am embracing my natural beauty a lot more these days. I got this as a little sample and I love it and I use it all the time. And then what I like to do, I have this lip liner, Kat Von D. I got this years ago. Don't tell anyone how old it is, but I love it and it matches that lipstick almost perfectly. And then I use this to line my lips and kind of fill them in a little more. Sometimes I feel so silly recording these videos because I think, how self-involved do I have to be to think that people actually care to watch me do all this? But then I have a few vloggers whose content I enjoy watching, and they're not curing cancer in their videos. They're working out, they're cooking, they're cleaning. And there's something about these like lifestyle videos that I find very soothing personally. So that's always my hope when I create content like this, that someone will watch it and just be able to chill out and relax and enjoy a few minutes of completely pointless content where I'm not trying to sell you something. I have nothing to sell you. What are we doing with the mop? Should I get the Dyson out? This is Root Lifter, and then I use heat protection, very important. Not too bad. I feel like this is a good compromise. I look fancy schmancy from like the waist up, but then it's a little after 6. I'm about to preheat the oven. That's so gross.
I do that for nothing, Ricky.
Hey Google, set a timer for 30 minutes.
Sure, 30 minutes.
All right, so we have cooked veggies, gravy, burnt chicken, mashed potatoes, and stuffing. Otto's making a Negroni. That's his signature drink. You want to say hi and happy Thanksgiving?
Hi and happy Thanksgiving.
So I think that's it for today. We're gonna sit down and eat. No one needs to watch that. It's probably gonna get ugly. Thanks for following along, and if you're celebrating, happy Thanksgiving. And well, by the time you watch this, Thanksgiving will be over. So I hope you had a good Thanksgiving
And Black Friday to go to celebrate.
and Black Friday and Cyber Monday. And yeah, we love you bunches. Bye. Okay, real quick, let me know what you think.
Oh.
Sing it, baby.